Welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of rare coins, specifically the Lincoln Memorial pennies and Monticello Jefferson nickels in uncirculated condition. These coins are worth far more than their face value today, and we're going to explore why they're commanding big bucks on the market. Let's jump right into it. First up, the 1960 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark. If you're a collector or just someone curious about the value of your pocket change, you're going to want to stick around for this one. This penny, which may seem ordinary at first glance, could be worth far more than you think. So, what makes this penny special? The 1960 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark is a coin from the series that was first introduced in 1959, and it's become a staple in American coinage. But with its distinct features, there's a reason why collectors pay big money for this penny in today's market. Let's break down why this coin stands out. The year 1960 was a significant one in US history, right in the midst of the post-World War II era. While the world was changing, the penny, under the guidance of the US Mint, was going through its own evolution. The 1960 penny was part of a shift from the wheat penny design to the iconic Lincoln Memorial design, which would be used for decades to come. On the obverse of the coin, we have President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His profile has been featured on the penny since 1909, but what makes the 1960 penny unique is the D mint mark. This means it was minted in Denver, which is one of the US Mint facilities. Now let's talk about the D mint mark. While pennies from the Philadelphia Mint typically don't have a mint mark, the ones struck in Denver will have a D. These Denver minted coins can sometimes have higher demand among collectors, especially in certain conditions. However, the value of the 1960 penny really comes down to its condition. This is where things get interesting. In circulated condition, the 1960 penny isn't likely to break the bank, but it's still a piece of history. However, if you find a 1960 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value skyrockets. Most of the 1960 pennies you'll find today are in circulation condition, meaning they've been through plenty of wear and tear face value, generally around $100,000. But here's where the rarity factor comes in. If you happen to find one with little to no wear, maybe with a sharp design and minimal scratches, the coin could command a higher price. Coins in higher grades, such as extra fine or even uncirculated, have been known to sell for anywhere between $180,000, and if your 1960 penny is in perfect gem uncirculated condition, it could fetch up to $338,000 or more, depending on the demand and the buyer. Now, let's talk about the real jackpot, the 1960 penny with an error. Yes, some 1960 pennies were struck with double dies or other minting errors, making them incredibly valuable. For example, a 1960 penny with a double die error, where the image appears doubled, can sell for millions of dollars, depending on the severity of the error and its condition. Some of these rare errors have gone for as much as $1.5 million or more. So, if you happen to have a 1960 Lincoln penny in your collection, be sure to take a close look. If you notice anything unusual, like doubling in the date or Lincoln's features, you could have a rare error coin on your hands that could significantly boost your collection's value. As with most coins, the value of the 1960 Lincoln Memorial penny is influenced by demand in the market, but also by the rarity of the coin in certain conditions. While the 1960 penny might not be the most valuable coin out there, it's a solid investment for any collector, especially as time goes on and the rarity of well-preserved specimens increases. So whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner looking for rare finds, always check your change. That simple 1960 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark could be more valuable than you think. Make sure to hold on to your coins, keep them in good condition, and never underestimate the potential of even the most seemingly ordinary piece of history. Next up, the 1963 Lincoln Memorial Penny with a D mint mark, in uncirculated condition with a unique black color. If you're into coin collecting or even just curious about rare pennies, this one is sure to catch your attention. Let's dive into the fascinating details of the 1963 Lincoln Memorial Penny with the D mint mark. In today's market, this coin is truly special, and not just because of its age. First, a quick refresher for those who might not be entirely familiar with the Lincoln Memorial Penny. The Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959, replaced the earlier wheat penny design. On the obverse, we see the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparu. The 1963 Lincoln Memorial Penny was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. The D mint mark indicates it was produced in Denver, which is particularly important for those of you who are focused on coin types and varieties. Now, what makes this 1963 penny so special? It's in uncirculated condition, which means it has never been used in everyday transactions. That's right, this penny has stayed in pristine condition since it was first struck. For any coin collector, uncirculated coins are highly sought after because of their perfect state and the detail they retain. Now, let's talk about the black color. While this might seem unusual, it's actually a result of the coin being exposed to certain environmental conditions or unique factors that cause the coin to develop this rare blackened patina. These types of colorations are uncommon, but when they occur, they can make a coin even more valuable due to their rarity. Most uncirculated pennies have a bright, shiny copper tone, but the blackened patina on this 1963 Lincoln penny makes it stand out from the crowd. Rarity plays a significant role in determining the value of any coin. While the 1963 penny with a D mint mark is not considered particularly rare in terms of mintage numbers, the uncirculated black color condition significantly increases its worth in the coin market today. Coins in uncirculated condition are already worth more than their face value, especially when they are in exceptional condition. But when a coin displays a blackened color and has a D mint mark, it can command a much higher price, particularly among collectors who specialize in unique or toned coins. So, how do you know if you've got one of these rare coins? Let's start with the basics. Make sure the coin is uncirculated. To verify this, check for any wear on the high points of the coin, such as Lincoln's hair, the memorial building, and the wheat stalks. An uncirculated coin will have no signs of wear or fading, preserving the fine details and sharpness. Next, inspect the black color. If your coin has a dark, almost blackened tone, with a distinct contrast to its original copper, you might have a unique example. You will also want to check the D mint mark on the obverse beneath Lincoln's bust. This tells you that the coin was minted in Denver. Oh, what's the big value of this coin in the market today? Well, prices can vary, but this particular 1963 Lincoln Memorial penny in uncirculated condition with the black color and D mint mark is typically valued at anywhere from $650,000 in excellent uncirculated condition. If your penny is in a certified mint state, especially with a unique and attractive black patina, the value can climb even higher, possibly reaching several $100s, depending on buyer demand. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins with this kind of unique appearance, and as more people enter the world of coin collecting, the demand for rare and distinct coins like this one continues to rise. To preserve the value of your coin, it's essential to store it properly. A soft, protective case, like a Tox2 holder or a capsule, to keep your coin safe from further exposure to air, moisture, or harsh handling. Never clean your coin, as cleaning can lower its value significantly. So, there you have it, the 1963 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark in uncirculated condition and a black color is a coin you will definitely want to keep an eye out for. Whether you're adding it to your personal collection or selling it to the highest bidder, this unique coin has the potential to bring in some impressive returns. Next up, the 1962 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark. But this isn't just any penny. It's in very good uncirculated condition. And believe me, this coin could be worth a lot more than you think in today's market. Let's break it down and see what makes this coin so special. First, let's talk about the Lincoln Memorial penny itself. Introduced in 1959, the Lincoln Memorial design replaced the iconic wheat ears reverse on the penny. It was created to honor Abraham Lincoln, with the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. The obverse features a portrait of Lincoln himself, designed by Victor David Brenner. Since its release, the Lincoln Memorial penny has been one of the most collected coins in U.S. numismatics. Every year, thousands of collectors search for specific years, mint marks, and conditions that can make a coin highly valuable. Now, let's focus on the 1962 issue. It's often considered a key date in the Lincoln Memorial series for a couple of reasons. First, there were fewer coins produced compared to other years in the early 1960s, which means finding one in good condition is already a bit rarer. Second, the coin is part of the early years of the Lincoln Memorial design, which makes it highly sought after by collectors who want to complete their collections of early memorial pennies. It's the coin's condition that really adds to its value. Let's talk about what makes this particular 1962 penny even more valuable. Very good uncirculated, or VGU, is a term used in coin grading to describe a coin that has never been circulated and retains most of its original details, but it might show slight wear from storage or handling. Coins in VGU condition have crisp, well-defined details on the Lincoln Memorial and Abraham Lincoln's portrait, making them highly desirable for collectors. When you consider how these coins were produced over 60 years ago, a VGU grade 1962 penny is a true gem. And now let's talk about the mint mark, specifically the D mint mark on this 1962 penny. This mint mark means that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main US mints. While the Philadelphia Mint produced a larger number of pennies that year, the Denver Mint still struck a significant amount. But there's something about the Denver coins that collectors find especially appealing. Coins with the D mint mark often fetch higher prices because of their unique history and the distinct characteristics they carry. As a result, a 1962 penny with the D mint mark can hold substantial value when in a higher grade. So, what kind of value are we talking about here? Well, a 1962 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark in very good uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere between $500,000 or more, depending on the exact quality and demand at any given time. Now let's talk about the condition of this coin, which is crucial for determining its value. Now that might sound like a huge sum, but the value can fluctuate, and it's important to understand that coins in excellent condition, especially those that are rare, can command premium prices. Keep in mind, these prices can vary with the market trends, and if you happen to have a pristine example of this coin, it could even fetch a little more. On top of that, the demand for high-quality, early memorial pennies has been rising in recent years, making now a great time to explore this coin if you're considering adding it to your collection or even selling it. So where can you find one of these? If you're looking to add a 1962 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark to your collection, you can check out local coin shops, online marketplaces like eBay, or even specialized coin dealers who focus on higher-grade coins. Make sure to check the coin's condition carefully. The photo might not always show the true state of the coin, so always ask for additional details or certifications when purchasing. Also, look out for any authenticity guarantees to avoid counterfeit or altered coins. To sum up, the 1962 Lincoln Memorial penny with a D mint mark in very good uncirculated condition is a coin that offers both historical significance and impressive market potential. If you happen to come across one of these in your change or find it at a local coin shop, you could be holding a rare and valuable piece of US coinage. Next up, it's the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark. In very good uncirculated condition, this coin has a significant place in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection journey, you'll want to stick around to hear all about the value of this rare piece. The 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny is a 1-cent coin from the United States minted that carries a lot of historical value, but it's the condition of the coin that truly affects its value today. In this video, we are focusing on the 1961 penny with a D mint mark, which was struck at the Denver Mint. While many of these coins are still circulating, the ones in very good uncirculated condition are quite rare, especially when we consider how many have been lost or worn out over the decades. So, what exactly does very good uncirculated mean? Well, when we say the coin is in very good uncirculated condition, we're talking about a coin that shows little to no wear from handling or circulation. It's basically a gem with clean surfaces, sharp details, and no noticeable signs of wear that you would typically see on a circulated coin. It still retains most of its original shine and crispness, which makes it highly desirable for collectors. The 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny features the well-known design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, facing right. This image, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, has been on the Lincoln penny since 1909. The reverse features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959. The combination of these two symbols makes the Lincoln Memorial penny instantly recognizable and a cornerstone of American numismatic history. Now, you may be wondering, how much is this coin worth? Well, the value of the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark depends heavily on its condition. In average circulated condition, it may worth $300,000. But in very good uncirculated condition, this penny could be worth significantly more. In today's market, a 1961 D penny, in very good uncirculated condition, could be valued anywhere from $700,000 or more, depending on the demand and the quality of the coin itself. But remember, the value of rare coins is always subject to fluctuation based on market trends, collector interest, and even the condition grading of the coin. What makes this coin especially valuable is the rarity of finding one in excellent condition. Over 1.3 billion of these pennies were minted in 1961, but very few have survived in pristine condition. This is why collectors actively seek out those in very good uncirculated condition, especially those with the D mint mark from the Denver Mint, which is slightly rarer than the Philadelphia counterparts. Take a look at this side-by-side comparison. On the left, you see a circulated 1961 D penny with signs of wear and a soft appearance. On the right, we have a very good uncirculated version showing the sharp, crisp details that collectors love. It's these clear, well-preserved features that elevate the coin's value in the market. Another factor that impacts the value of this penny is the demand within the numismatic community. Over the years, collectors have become more focused on finding high-quality examples of older coins. So, even though the 1961 D penny was mass-produced, its rarity in top-tier condition makes it a valuable asset for any collector. Many collectors actively seek out specific years of Lincoln pennies to complete their sets, and the 1961 D is one that often stands out. It's not only part of a historic series, but its condition and rarity can make it a desirable addition to anyone's collection. When you can find a 1961 penny in very good uncirculated condition, it's a true treasure. So, where can you find a 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark in very good uncirculated condition? You might find them at coin dealers, auctions, or even online marketplaces like eBay. However, Keep in mind that, because of the value, it's essential to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional grading service to ensure that you're getting a genuine, top-quality coin. If you're a collector or investor, the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny with the D mint mark is a rare gem you might want to add to your collection. Its value will likely continue to grow as more collectors appreciate its historical significance and its scarcity in high-quality condition. Next up, the 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, in red color, uncirculated condition. This coin is not just any ordinary penny. It's rare, it's valuable, and it's a must-have for collectors. Stick around as we explore the history, condition, and impressive market value of this iconic coin. First, let's take a step back in time. The Lincoln Memorial penny debuted in 1959, replacing the wheat ears design that had been in circulation since 1909. The new reverse featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national pride and unity, designed by Frank Gasparo. This coin quickly became a favorite among collectors and everyday citizens alike. But we're not here to talk about just any Lincoln penny. We're focusing on the 1964 issue. Why the 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny, you ask? Well, it was minted in massive quantities, but it's the condition and the specific attributes that make the coin rare and valuable today. This coin was struck during a period when millions of pennies flooded the U.S. economy, but finding one in red uncirculated condition with no mint mark is exceptionally uncommon. It's important to note that the 1964 penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it doesn't have a mint mark, a feature many collectors often seek out for identification. Besides, now, let's talk about the condition of this penny. The red color, uncirculated condition, is what sets it apart from other pennies. A red penny means it has retained its original vibrant copper hue, free from the dulling or darkening that can come with age. This is often a result of the coin being well preserved, stored properly, and never circulated. Coins in this condition are highly desirable in the numismatic world. Take a look at this side-by-side comparison. On the left, we have a worn-out 1964 penny that's been through years of circulation, showing signs of wear and tarnish. But on the right, you see the red uncirculated 1964 penny, a coin that shines with its original brilliance, as if it just came off the minting press yesterday. Here's a closer look at the reverse, the stunning Lincoln Memorial. This design is rich in detail, from the columns of the memorial to the steps leading up to the statue of Abraham Lincoln himself. Over time, these details become worn or faded, but a red, uncirculated example like this retains every sharp line and intricate feature, making it incredibly appealing to collectors. So, what about the market value? As we all know, the value of coins can fluctuate based on a variety of factors, but one thing is certain: the 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark in red, uncirculated condition is highly coveted among collectors today. While the general mintage of 1964 pennies is high, the number of 1964 pennies is much lower, making them rare and increasing their market value significantly. As of now, the value of a 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny in red uncirculated condition can range from $300,000 for depending on its grade and quality. However, it's important to note that high-quality examples, those with immaculate features and a deep red color, can command $500,000 or more at auction. In some cases, particularly well-preserved pennies have sold for even higher amounts, reaching upwards of $800,000. This makes the 1964 red uncirculated penny a great investment for collectors. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny in red uncirculated condition, consider checking reputable coin dealers, online auction platforms, and numismatic shows. Always ensure that the coin is properly authenticated and graded to avoid scams or overpricing. To sum it up, the 1964 Lincoln Memorial penny without mint mark in red uncirculated condition is a rare find in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a valuable addition to your collection. If you come across one, you could be looking at a nice return on your investment. Next up, the 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel with a large S mint mark. This rare and valuable nickel is highly sought after by collectors, and in today's video we're going to explore why it's such a big deal in the market and how much it's worth in top-notch condition. So if you're a fan of coins or looking to add a piece of history to your collection, make sure to stick around till the end. First, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel. Produced during World War II, this coin holds significant historical value. The Monticello design on the reverse, depicting Thomas Jefferson's home, was created by Felix Schlag and has been a hallmark of this series. The obverse features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Now, in 1944, most nickels were minted with the typical D mint mark, or no mint mark at all. However, the 1944 nickel with the S mint mark is one of the rarer varieties. This S mint mark indicates that the coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint. What makes the 1944 nickel with the large S mint mark particularly special is its size and the fact that it's a part of a smaller mintage. The San Francisco Mint used different dies, and the mint mark was much larger than usual, which makes it easier for collectors to identify. When comparing it to other nickels from the same year, the size of the mint mark stands out. This unique feature adds to the coin's rarity. As fewer of these large S mint-marked coins were produced, they became harder to find in good condition, making them much more valuable today. Now let's talk about the condition of this coin, which is crucial for determining its value. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. This 1944 nickel is often found in a range of conditions, but the higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with extra fine and uncirculated being some of the top grades. A coin in extra fine condition shows very little wear and the details are still sharp. However, an uncirculated coin is in near perfect condition, with no signs of wear or tarnish. Coins in uncirculated or extra fine condition tend to be the most valuable in the market. Finding a 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel in these conditions is rare. The high-grade examples are more likely to fetch top dollar at auctions or from serious collectors looking to add them to their collections. So, what's the market value of this coin today? Well, if you're lucky enough to have a 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the large S mint mark in extra fine or uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a substantial value. As of today, a 1944 nickel with this mint mark in extra fine condition can be worth anywhere from $950,000 depending on the overall condition and the demand in the market. Coins that are graded uncirculated or near mint state can push this value even higher, in some cases, especially for those in pristine condition with well-preserved details. You might see them selling for upwards of $1.2 million or more. Remember, the rarity, historical significance, and condition of these coins make them highly sought after. The 1944 large S mint mark is a treasure for collectors, and the value continues to rise as more people recognize its worth. If you're wondering how to spot one of these rare nickels, the key is to look for that large S mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. The mint mark will be just below the building of Monticello, and it should be noticeably larger than other mint marks on similar coins from the same year. Make sure to inspect your coin carefully. Since these are older coins, some may have worn or damaged mint marks, but a clear and bold large S is a strong indicator of the coin's value. So, there you have it. The 1944 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the large S mint mark is a rare and valuable coin that any serious collector should keep an eye out for. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just add to your collection, knowing the history, rarity, and value of this coin is crucial. Next up, if you love exploring valuable coins, you're in the right place. Today, we have a very special coin in focus, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. This coin is not only rare, but also carries significant value in today's market, especially if it's in excellent uncirculated condition. Let's explore this beauty and find out why it's such a prized possession for collectors. First, let's set the stage with a quick history lesson about the 1941 Jefferson nickel. This coin was first introduced in 1938, featuring the famous Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. The design was created by Felix Schlag and quickly became a staple in U.S. coinage. On the obverse of the 1941 coin, you can see a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. He looks confident, wise, and dignified, just as he should. On the reverse, you can clearly see the Monticello building, a symbol of Jefferson's legacy. Now, in 1941, the U.S. Mint struck over 100 million Jefferson nickels. But here's where things get interesting. The 1941 Jefferson nickel was primarily produced at the Philadelphia Mint. And here's the key point. If your 1941 nickel doesn't have a mint mark, it means it was made at Philadelphia, which didn't use a mint mark during that period. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where the magic happens when it comes to coin values. A coin's condition directly affects its value in the marketplace, and the 1941 Jefferson nickel is no exception. We're focusing today on one in excellent uncirculated condition. This is a top-tier grade for a coin, and it makes a big difference in how much it's worth. Excellent uncirculated, or MS60 to MS63 on the scale, means the coin has minimal signs of wear, excellent luster, and a nearly flawless surface. These coins are fresh from the mint and show very few blemishes, scratches, or discoloration. They look as if they could have been minted just yesterday. When you hold a coin like this, you can feel the smoothness of the metal, the clarity of the design, and the shine that almost seems to glisten under the light. The details are sharp, with no wear on the high points, like Jefferson's hair or the edges of Monticello. Let's talk rarity, because that's where the true value lies. While many 1941 Jefferson nickels are still out there, it's the ones in excellent, uncirculated condition that are considered rare and sought after by collectors. The market value of these coins can vary, but one thing is for sure: if you own one, it's worth significantly more than its face value. Right now, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in excellent uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere from $680,000 and sometimes even higher, depending on the coin's quality and where it's sold. In rare cases, you may find one pushing $800,000 at a high-end auction or through private collectors. These values can change over time based on demand, but right now, this coin is definitely a hot commodity. Why does this coin have such high value? It's because of the combination of age, condition, and rarity. Most 1941 nickels have been circulated for decades, and many are in poor condition. So finding one in excellent uncirculated condition is rare, and collectors pay a premium for that. If you think you might have one of these rare beauties sitting in your collection, here are some tips on how to determine its value and authenticate it. First, always check for the mint mark, or lack of it. As mentioned, a 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark indicates it was struck in Philadelphia. Next, get your coin professionally graded by an organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. This will provide you with a certified grade that can help you sell or auction the coin at the best price. Remember, The better the condition, the higher the value, so be sure to store your coin safely in a protective case to avoid any damage or wear. So, there you have it. An in-depth look at the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in excellent uncirculated condition. This coin is not only historically significant, but also a valuable addition to any coin collection. If you happen to own one, be sure to protect it and consider getting it graded. It could be worth a lot more than you think. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1954 without a mint mark. If you're a collector, you know that finding rare coins in uncirculated condition can be like striking gold. But how much is this nickel worth in today's market? First, let's set the stage. The Monticello Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Featuring a portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and a depiction of his Virginia home Monticello on the reverse, this nickel has been a staple in American coinage for decades. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the 1954 edition holds special significance. While it's part of the long-running Monticello series, it stands out for its particular characteristics, especially when found in uncirculated condition and without a mint mark. Now, let's talk about the key element that makes the 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark so unique. Most of the time, coins produced in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark. But in 1954, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these coins, and they were produced without any mint mark at all. Other years of the Jefferson nickel series include a mint mark, indicating whether they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But when we look at a 1954 nickel without any mint mark, it's an instant signal that it was minted in Philadelphia. When it comes to coins, the condition is everything. The term uncirculated means the coin has not been used in commerce and has remained in pristine condition since it left the mint. These coins have no wear, and the details, like Jefferson's facial features and Monticello, are sharp and clear. Have you ever disputed this truth with someone? If you have, then please tell us now. For a coin like the 1954 Jefferson nickel, being uncirculated boosts its value significantly. A nickel that has been handled or used in transactions might have scratches, discoloration, or worn features which would reduce its market value, but an uncirculated example, free from such imperfections, is highly sought after. So, how much is a 1954 Monticello Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition worth today? Well, the market has seen an increasing interest in high-grade Jefferson nickels, especially those that are free of mint marks and remain in uncirculated condition. Based on recent sales data, a 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere between $200,000. However, rare, higher-grade examples, those with gem-quality features and no signs of wear, can reach prices closer to $400,000 or even more in the right market. Vary depending on the specific condition of the coin. Factors such as luster, eye appeal, and any toning can play a role in pushing the price up. In top-tier grades, such as MS65 or higher, collectors are willing to pay a premium for these rare, high-quality pieces. If you're looking to add a 1954 Jefferson nickel to your collection, there are a few places where you can find one. Online auction sites, coin dealers, and local numismatic shops are great places to start your search. Just remember, when buying a rare coin, always ensure you're purchasing from a reputable source. Be cautious of listings that seem too good to be true, and consider working with a professional numismatist or appraiser to confirm the authenticity and condition of the coin. Why should you consider investing in the 1954 Jefferson nickel? Aside from its historical significance and stunning design, it's a great addition to any collection. Coins like these not only hold their value, but may appreciate over time as demand for rare and uncirculated coins continues to rise. With fewer uncirculated 1954 nickels available and the growing interest in classic American coins, this nickel could become a cornerstone of your collection or a profitable investment in the future. To sum it up, the 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in uncirculated condition is a rare and valuable find in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin represents an excellent opportunity to own a piece of American history while also making a sound investment. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel, 5 cents, minted in 1942 without a mint mark in uncirculated condition. This coin may not have the most obvious features, but it's considered a rare gem in the world of numismatics. If you're interested in rare coins or want to know more about what makes this nickel so valuable today, you're in the right place. Let's take a closer look at this coin. The 1942 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is part of the second year of issue in the series. Now you might be wondering, why is this nickel so special? The first thing to know is that the Monticello Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938. Over the years, this series has seen many changes. But the 1942 version stands out for a few reasons. The 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is particularly rare because most of the coins from that year were struck with either a D or an S mint mark, denoting where they were produced. But a few coins were struck in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the mint, without any mint mark at all. These are what we call Philadelphia-struck coins. One of the most prominent features of this coin is its reverse side, which showcases a depiction of Monticello, the famous Virginia plantation designed by Thomas Jefferson. This design has remained iconic throughout the series and continues to be a favorite among collectors. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1942 Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition. If you have one of these rare coins in pristine uncirculated condition, meaning it has no signs of wear and tear, with sharp details, crisp edges, and a full strike, it can command a premium price on the market. The 1942 Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition has become highly sought after by collectors, especially because it's a rare find. But here's where it gets interesting. If you happen to come across one of these coins, you could be sitting on something that's worth quite a bit more than its face value. As of today, a 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere from $700,000 depending on its quality. So why is this coin so valuable? There are a few factors. First, it's the rarity of the uncirculated condition. Most coins, after being in circulation for decades, get worn down. The 1942 nickel, being over 80 years old, is often found in less than ideal condition. The ones that remain in mint-like quality are few and far between. Second, the historical significance of the Jefferson nickel series adds to the value. Collectors are drawn to coins that represent important moments in American history, and the Jefferson nickel series does just that. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in an uncirculated condition, it can be quite the windfall at an auction. In fact, some of these 1942 Jefferson nickels have seen significant interest among collectors, leading to higher-than-expected prices at auctions. These results can make all the difference when it comes to determining the true market value. Just wrap it up. If you own a 1942 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in uncirculated condition, you could be holding a valuable piece of history. Be sure to get it properly graded by a reputable coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service to determine its exact market value. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the Monticello Jefferson nickel 1942 without a mint mark in uncirculated condition. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin content, and leave any questions or thoughts about this coin in the comments below. Have you ever come across one of these rare 1942 Jefferson nickels? I'd love to hear about your coin hunting adventures. Until next time, happy collecting.